You gotta be like Flash.
So that means you come fast. Got it.
Maybe I do. What are we gonna say about porn?
What are you talking about porn for? I thought we were talking about Jay.
You said what?
You just said you were gonna talk about Jay.
You just said, or we can talk about porn.
You were talking about JWoww.
We're not talking about JWoww.
Yeah, we are.
You want to call you JWoww for the sake of the video?
No, I can see my copyright us.
That's so true. I was thinking about that. Oh my god.
I said J Pow before, not J Cloud. I'm just not trying to get sued. Copyright. But what do you want to call her? You can just call her by the nickname then.
Yeah, I'm just because Jayla might call.
You just said it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you're on the recording, dude?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were still. Dude, I thought
we didn't say their name though.
God, I know, but
just say it. You already said it.
I already said it. All right, this girl's name is. No, but if she sees this, she'll know who I'm talking about.
So she's still gonna know regardless if you just describe it, because you're still talking about the situation. So say the nickname. You don't have to say the full name.
All right, fuck it.
What's your mouth, bro?
Sorry, dog. I'm sorry. All right. All right. So basically,
we're on.
All right. Where do I start? I'm trying to think. Okay.
Let's talk about that day where we were talking to her in the break room.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking to a guy who was going to come over to the store, and she was going to pretend like we were both her boyfriends.
Well, I'll get to that, because that was actually, me and her actually started talking a little bit before that.
Yeah, but not talking, were you?
We weren't like talking, but we were like building a rapport. But I'll get to that. I kind of want to talk about like what kind of led up to me talking to her.
Okay.
So, before I actually started talking to her, I was actually coming out of a relationship with someone that I was in for about 5 or 6 months.
Oh, S?
Huh?
S?
Who's S?
Electronics?
No. Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm talking about B. Goodness Christ.
B?
Yes, B. What? Let me know. I can't even hear what you're saying. What are you talking about, bro?
I don't know. You get around.
I don't get around, guys.
You get around.
I really don't.
There's so many B's, G's,
That's
J's, K's.
I got a couple.
Shoot, you probably got a few Q's in there.
Quanda. Where you at, Quanda?
Wait, what? I was kidding.
I'm kidding.
I haven't heard about that one.
But, yeah, so I was actually coming out of a relationship with this girl that I was dating for about 5 or 6 months. And that relationship wasn't bad. Me and her just kind of mutually decided to end it. Which is fine. I wasn't really too pressed about that. So after that, I was single for a little while. You know, I was just kind of trying to focus on myself. And I want to say this was probably like September, like late September of 2018. This is when like I officially met this girl named J-Lo who used to work with us.
So that was 2 years ago. Damn.
Good. 2 years ago. And you know, I from initially like from the gate, you know, I thought she was cute. She was definitely my preference because one thing about me, like I do like my Latina women. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She was Latina?
Yes, fool.
She was a fool. Got it.
Stop. This guy's stupid. So like that just kind of like hit it like on like hit the nail on the head for me right there, you know. So so one day I just kind of like seen her walking past electronics, my department, and looked like she was going towards the back, and I was just kind of like, you know, I need to, you know, let me introduce myself, please. Let me say hi.
So you got on the walkie and said, "Yo, K-Dubs," and you just stop her real quick. Let me catch up. And like, I got you.
Nah.
I'm like, "Yo, Jay."
I saw her. I remember the first thing I said to her too. I remember because she was actually like, so she used to work in the clothing, and they used to carry these like large racks to the back to and from. And I remember
not the Z-Racks.
Yes, the Z-Racks. And I remember her specifically because she was having trouble like kind of moving it because some of them like be having bad wheels, so like you be trying to push it and it be going like all over the spot. And so I remember her kind of struggling with it, and I came out like, "Yo, let me help you with that," you know. So I took it, I grabbed one end, and just like the middle part, and she was like kind of standing like here, and I was just kind of like motioning it so it wasn't like driving all crazy. And she's like, "Oh yeah, thanks." So I was like, "Yo, my name's." Well, I told her my real name. I told her my name is
But
E.
your real name is Manny.
Okay. Yes. Whatever. All right. So I told her my name. I told her like my name is Manny. I work here in electronics. I never actually seen you before. How you like soft lines. She was like, "Oh, that's cool." She told me her name's J Lo. And she had just started working there probably like a month ago, so she was still fairly new. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Maybe I'll see her around here and there, whatever.
I mean, you're like right next to her department.
Right. And it was kind of funny because my department, she would mainly be at the fitting room a lot. So from where my department, you can kind of like see where the fitting room was. So I would kind of not like stare at
shouting
her,
distance, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like if he just got like in the aisle, he could literally look over and be like,
at her,
"Yo,
be like, what's
blah
up?
blah 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 blah." Like, you need help or something.
Right. So that was the first time I initially talked to her. Then it was the second. Then I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. We kind of became cool like at work. Like we said, "What's up?" Like whatever. And then I remember one day I just asked her for her. I got her Snapchat. I asked her. I was like, I remember specifically because it was the weekend, and I asked her one day. I was like, "Hey, it's the weekend. Like, you got any plans? Like, you doing anything?" She was like, "No, it's just probably gonna kick in. Whatever. Just chill." So I was like, "That's cool." I was like, "That's cool. I'm probably gonna do the same thing." So I was like, we should talk, over the weekend. So she had like, I wanted her number, but I guess she was just more comfortable getting out her Snapchat, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
She gave me her number.
What didn't she give it to you like when I was already like kind of talking to her?
That's besides the point. I didn't have to go through all those hoops. I just got it.
Whatever. Anyway.
All you had to do is ask. Yo, let me get your number. Alright, cool.
Yeah, but me and her was already like, alright.
No, but seriously, like that's all you really have to do. I did that with Kelly. I did that.
Oh, yeah.
I did that with Sally. I did that with Molly. I did that with dang it. I need a good name for this. Veronica. I did that with I just saw it when we went there. I had to think of a good name. Like I did that with all of them. I just got their number. I didn't get their Snapchat. I didn't get their Instagram.
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't have gotten her number. I said, mine was
it seems like it was an easier thing to do.
Yeah, and I guess she just.
I've done that
wanted
before.
To give her Snapchat.
I did that with Instagram before, so yeah.
So whatever, that's cool.
But
so she gave me her Snap. Whatever. So I go home and I go on Snap. So I'm about to prepare to, hit her up. And I forgot what I said, but I probably said something stupid.
Yo, Mamacita, let's go out tonight.
It was kind of late. It was kind of late. And I was just like, "Yo, what are you still?" Because she posted something on her story, and I was like, "Yo, what are you still doing? Like, it's way past your bedtime." Just like kind of teasing her, and we just kind of went back and forth, like playful, flirting, banter kind of thing, whatever. From then on, we just kind of started like talking like on an everyday basis kind of thing, and we weren't like, we weren't officially like there yet, but we were just like we weren't even like officially even like talking. We were just like having a conversation, getting to know each other kind of thing. I ended up getting her number, and we ended up FaceTiming one night. And this is where things kind of like kind of got like more like flirtatious, romantic kind of thing. This is where I was like facing her. I was like, yo, like you really cute. Like how it is. You know what I'm saying? And that from the first time we FaceTime, we ended up FaceTiming like we would FaceTime almost every night after that. But we still weren't like we were just like talking, not like officially talking, but we were just
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I don't know yet, dude. But
I mean, you don't know yet.
You
mean it already happened?
I was taking things slow, I guess.
We'll see about that.
Whatever. But
Okay.
so yeah. I forgot where I was. Okay, so yeah, we were talking, whatever, to get to know each other, whatever. Okay. So this is when she kind of met Kaylin, I guess. And
What?
was it that thing?
Wait, no, you guys weren't talking at that point, were you?
Yeah, we were.
So, cause yeah, you didn't tell me nothing until like way afterward.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, just because I didn't tell you initially, just because even I didn't know what me and her was really gonna be. I didn't really know exactly what, and I didn't want to speak something that wasn't gonna. I didn't.
You supposed to speak what you want into the universe.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to get my hopes up.
So so you just had me flirting with her like that for no reason?
I didn't really care, dude, honestly.
She was feeling me and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, that one pickle line I did, she loved it.
How the hell was her pickle line you saw her? What'd you
remember
say?
when you were there? It was me, you, and her.
I don't remember.
She was talking to that one guy who was gonna come over to the store. And then what was I gonna say? He was like, I think he said that he got like 3 jobs or whatever. And then I'm like, I got 2 jobs too. And they're like, what? I'm like, here, and then taking care of you. And then she's like, oh, no, that's smooth.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because it's the way I said it and everything. I'm like, and then like I put my hand around her right there, like she was FaceTiming him.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, and then when he actually got there, like you over here was shaking his hand, all that shit. Like
I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, I know. Especially at our workplace, like we can't really unless something pop off, we can't really do that. You know, like
right.
You know, like he swung at me first. It's not my fault that he got broken bones and whatnot. There's 2 of us. But sorry. But yeah. She slid into my DMs and what else? I'm sorry.
So,
wait, I think I still no. I deleted her number. Fuck.
Yeah, but
let me get her number from your phone. Oh, that's your sister.
But yeah. So, alright, I'm gonna skip a few. Well, I'm not. I'm just alright. We ended up hanging out. Well, we ended up going out one night. We went and seen the movie. I remember we had seen Halloween. Together, and this is where this is probably where we kind of like established like, yo, we kind of want to start. We're gonna start talking now, because during the movie, like we were enjoying the movie, but I had my hand around her, and she was cool with it. Like she had her hand on my shoulder, and we were just kind of laid up. It was cool. After the movie, we ended up walking by this kind of like a pier. There was some water. We were just there talking, and that's where I told I think I really like you, and I think this could really, maybe this could blossom into something real. And she said she felt the same way. Don't worry, bro. I haven't even got to the worst part.
I know. I'm thinking. Like that's a mess. No, 'cause she was friends with Molly.
Yeah, I know.
So. So we both had our heart broken like around the same time, like.
But
no, you got yours broken first, and then me.
Yeah. So so basically that's when we started like yeah, we could definitely talk, we could see where things could go. So we had a really good time, and we went out a few more times after that. We hung out a few more times too. I'm not gonna tell them about what happened in the car.
I already know, but yeah, let's fast forward past that.
So this is where things got kind of bad. So I remember one weekend, Black Friday weekend, she was going to a concert with a few other of our coworkers who worked with us. And I knew about the concert. It was cool. I wasn't worried about it. I knew she was going with the concert. She liked the artist, so obviously she was gonna go. So the next day on that Sunday, I remember me and Kato was actually hanging out, and this is where I kind of feel like things kind of just started going left, because that night after the concert, I would normally like the morning procedure where I wake up or she wake up, I call her or she'll call me, or I'll text her good morning, she'll text me good morning, and then we'll just like kind of talk progressively throughout the day kind of thing. But that Sunday was kind of odd because we didn't really talk as much like we used to, you know. Um, and
I think that was the day that I suspected something.
yeah, well, that was the day when I kind of feel like things were kind of like, I kind of shrugged it off at first because I was just like, maybe she probably tired from the concert. Maybe she just was sleeping or something. But I shut it off. I didn't really think too much into it because I didn't want to think the worst or anything. So that next day on that Monday, I remember I was trying to get her to go out because I was, was it that day? Yeah, Monday was kind of the same thing where I didn't really hear from her as much like I wanted to. So now I'm not. I'm kind of like, like, damn, what's going on? Like, she's not really like talking that much anymore. You know. And I was trying to get her to go out. Like, I wanted to go out there. And I wanted to like kind of surprise her with the dinner or something. Because because I never actually officially asked her out to be my girlfriend, but this is where I was planning on taking her out and asking her to officially be my girlfriend. You feel me? But she said she was tired. She didn't want to go out. So I was like, all right, whatever. So we ended up just talking that night. This is where it got bad, you guys. I remember this day like it was yesterday. Tuesday, I'm getting off of work. I'm going home, and I'm asking, I'm talking to her, and I remember
was
I
with
used.
you? Like, did we both get off and then you were dropping me off that day?
I was by myself that day.
Okay.
Actually, no, I was off that day. Actually, I was off that day. Actually, my bad.
Then
Because I wasn't working on Tuesdays. I don't know.
But I could have sworn that you told me that like when it happened, or maybe the day.
I told you like probably like a day after it happened. When I saw you at work. Yeah, but so that Tuesday I was off work, but this is where I kind of like was like, damn, because I remember, I would usually send her like a good morning text, she would respond. This day she never responded. Like she kind of ignored it, and what kind of made it even more bad was that she has an iPhone, and she has her red things on, so I knew whenever she would read my messages and things. So I went to go text her one time after I seen that she didn't reply. I was just gonna text like, hey, are you working, or like, what's up, kind of thing. I seen that she had read the text from the morning, but she never responded. And when she seen that I had read it and I texted her, she liked the message to kind of like play it off like, but I already seen that she read it and ignored it. So I was like, all right, that. And I know I probably should have confronted her about it then, but
yeah, but
it wasn't really. I didn't really think it was my place to really do that, just because I didn't think, to her we were official, but I didn't actually officially ask her to be my girlfriend. Even though we kind of were, I guess. But
they were like, they had the emotions there, but they didn't have the title yet.
Right.
He was getting ready to do it.
I was getting ready to do it. Right. So I didn't want to like, be that person that kind of like goes off kind of thing, So I kind of let it go. She ends up getting off of work, and we were texting for a while, and then I remember I think I texted her before I was going to take a shower that night, and she was like, "Oh, okay, but I want to tell you. I have something I want to tell you." Now, in my head, when I got that text, I'm like, "You already know it can't be good.
It never starts out that way.
It never starts. Like if a girl says, 'I want to tell you something,' or 'we gotta talk,' it's never like what you want it to be about. Like,
No,
it's never something good.
I'm gonna do that to a friend. Like, after this, I'm gonna be like, we need to talk. Like, when you leave and all that.
Post their reaction.
Yeah. No, I can't. I would need your phone. You had to keep this. So I can be like this and record it. When I go like this, I'm gonna be like this.
Guy.
I can't. Like, I gave my camcorder to my nephew. Remember?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's the one I had that, like, the actual camcorder.
Oh, that one.
I gave it to him.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I spoiled my nephew, so I did when, I think that bread.
But, what was I saying?
You were saying that
so,
before you took a shower.
Right before I took a shower, she texted me and said she had something she wanted to tell me. So, I was like, alright, what's up? You can tell me now. So she was like, no, go ahead and take a shower first. Just let me know you're done. I'll tell you when you got the shower. So, and that was one of the longest showers I ever took, guys.
He was trying to prolong it.
I was trying to prolong. I'm like, man, I really don't want her to tell me what I think she's wanting to tell me.
That's why you have to make the initiative. Like, if you knew what she was gonna say, you'd be like, say this, like, hey, like, say we made plans to go to I don't know, Fort Lauderdale, and then you go, yo, I got something to tell you, like, I can't make it, kind of thing. I'm like, yo, I can't wait for when we go. I initiated, like, yo, I can't wait for us to go to Fort Lauderdale. I'm looking forward because I already got a couple of things I want to buy at the swap shop, like stuff like that, and then it'll make you feel even worse where you don't tell, like, no, I'm kidding, because you wouldn't want to be with someone who,
right,
but you know what I'm trying to say,
No, I get you saying.
But you text her and be like, yo, I'm out.
Yeah, so I finished taking a shower and I braced myself. I was like, man, Lord, prepare me for what I'm about to hear.
Was it through text or a FaceTime or call?
It was through text.
Yeah. I want to see your face when we do this. Right.
So I text her again. I'm just like, hey, I'm out the shower. What do you want to tell me? This is when she sends me this text. I probably still have this text low key. I'm not gonna show him.
No, not so long. I want to see it.
Why would you already seen it?
Years ago. It was 2 years ago.
So why don't you want to see it now?
I have that memory.
Text.
Yeah. So.
No.
You were just about to let me see it.
No, I really wasn't.
You went like this.
You were grabbing my phone.
No. Before you went like this and you went like that.
Whatever. Anyway.
It shows me. It doesn't matter. I already saw it.
Dude, I'll have to go deep into threads.
No, you keep talking. I'll look.
No, I ain't got time for
Why?
Because I got like over 1,000.
I read your stuff all the time, and you read my stuff all the time.
It's really not important, dude.
It's me.
No, it's not.
I want to capture your mindset.
No. Anyway, she texts me, and she's like, I know I've been kind of distant lately, and I know you've been starting to take notice, and I know that it's kind of starting to get on your nerves. And the truth is, I think she said something in the lines of, I think we should just stay friends, because she said that she was going through a lot at the time, and she was just like, I guess like she had like a lot of family issues that she was dealing with, and a lot of stress on her, and she didn't think that it was fair to me to be in a relationship with someone that she wasn't fully committed to, I guess. And she said, I deserve to be with someone who's gonna give like their all, and I guess she was saying she just wasn't ready to give her all to me. That's what I took it as, I guess, basically. And yes. I probably read that text probably like 1,000,000 times, because I was just like, oh man. And it was kind of hurting me, because I'm that guy that is like, if I'm really feeling you, I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna like have some type of level of respect for you. And what kind of like made me lose respect for her was the fact that she couldn't tell me this in person. She couldn't tell me this through FaceTime or even on the phone call. She told me this through text message. And I don't like that, because that wasn't the first time that I experienced a breakup through text. And me, myself, have never broken up with anyone through a text. Even if it was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do, I always made sure that I did it face-to-face and not through the phone at all. Because as a respect kind of thing, that's just something that I feel like you should do. If you really have respect for someone and you really feel a certain way about them, even though it may be hard, it's more better to hear it face to face than through the phone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? You know, so that's what kind of like threw me off about it. And she even said it herself in that message. She was like, I should be telling you this face to face, but she said that she was too scared to face me. I guess she didn't want to hurt my feelings in person. I don't know. But I'm just like, you hurt my feelings even more by telling me through text. Even if you would have told me in person, yeah, it would have hurt. It would have hurted definitely, but I would have been able to see like your emotion. Like I would have been able to
Read
see,
the
like,
read the body
read the
language
sign.
and stuff,
Like
yeah.
maybe if you're really hurting, okay, I would understand better than through a text message. So that's why. So that's what kind of threw me off about the whole thing. And I can't really remember exactly what I replied with.
But yes.
Oh yeah, I think it was definitely bull. But I can't really remember exactly what I replied to her after that text. I think I said something along the lines of like, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of hurts. I really wish, you would have told me this before, kind of thing.
To work on it together.
So we could work on this together, and we could, like, somehow get past this. I didn't know that you were under a lot of pressure and under a lot of stress, and I'm not ready to give up on this because we just kind of started. I really was hoping that you could really like build something from here.
Can I make a note real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
This is a note. He's also dealing with a lot of stress. Back then, he was
Right.
He had like 2-3 jobs at the time, plus going to school.
Yes.
He worked. Did you have 3 jobs at that time or 2?
I actually had 3 jobs
at that time. So he had 3 jobs, school, and he was still giving her time of day, plus dealing with the stuff he had to deal with at home.
Mm-hmm.
So
plus also getting off a breakup.
So for me, when I hear that, I called BS, especially because we found out stuff like later on, and he's about to get to that.
Yeah.
That told us BS, like bull. So I'm gonna let him go back to that, but I just wanted to make a note, like just simply having family issues, and like sorry, continue the story.
Nah, you good, bro. But yeah, but basically, I remember what I said. I forgot what I said, but it was something like along those lines. And I think I asked her like, what exactly is it like we can still fix this, you know what I'm saying? But she just wasn't in the mood to fix things. I guess she just kind of already made up her mind that she just didn't want to be in a relationship. So at that point, I was just like, okay, obviously I can't, like, if I can't get through you, then I just can't get through to you. But that I didn't give up on it.
Yeah, but that already told you that she gave up on it. She wasn't fighting for it.
Yeah,
and that's what we talked about back then. I know that, but you still wanted to, like,
at least
fix it. But you found out stuff.
Yeah, because,
or did I find out and I told you?
I think we probably both found out. But
I think I heard from V and from C.
Yeah.
And then I told you, and then you were like shocked because you weren't even at work, and I texted you. I think.
Yeah, but
or called you. You called me. You called me after I texted you.
Right.
Sorry.
But no, you good, bro. But damn, what was I gonna say? I totally forgot.
You were trying to work with help. You didn't want to give up.
I wasn't ready to give up because I wasn't ready to just like let it go like that. You feel me? And I guess she had already kind of made up her mind that she just didn't want to be in this relationship, and what kind of also drove me off was just that I feel like she still kind of owed me a lot of answers. All she told me was that she was under stress and that she was going through a lot, but that doesn't really tell me, like what's up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really tell me like, it doesn't really like tell me like the real motive as to why you're like giving up or what makes you want to give up. You're just telling me, oh, I'm under stress, I don't want to be in a relationship.
Well, she started this while still being in the same situation.
Right, So I just feel like she owed me a lot of answers, and to just kind of walk away without having that closure, that was what was really upsetting me.
And you still saw her every day at work.
And yeah, seeing her every day at work and everything was even more pain that I felt, because it's like, damn. But Um, so basically, what happened was I remember one weekend specifically, and this is probably where this. I honestly I regret this because I really shouldn't have done this. But I remember one day we were supposed to talk because I told her like, look, I really want to sit down face to face and talk and just really like kind of you know figure out what went wrong and because I'm really confused right now. Like you really just kind of walked out without really giving me much of an explanation. I ain't feel like I deserved that because I know how I was treating her and I was really a really good dude. I was doing my I was on my stuff. And like Kaylin said, I was going through a lot myself, but I was still making it work. I was still putting in my time and effort.
He literally made time for not only her, but like his friends, like me and other people. Like he would go play basketball with other friends, stuff like that. Like he made time, like
because I genuinely cared about it,
Yeah, like you make time for those you care about.
Right.
And if you were dealing with something, like since they're in a relationship, at that point, even though it wasn't official, you guys were still like in a relationship. You guys still talk all the time.
Right.
Like you could have and she knew you worked at those other jobs, so she could have talked to you about like issues like, hey, I'm dealing with this and this.
Right.
Do you ever feel like this and this? Because we talk like that all the time. Like we talk about our trouble all the time.
All the time.
So why can't you like you're dating the guy, like why couldn't you do that kind of thing?
And that's why I feel like she was really avoiding. And that's why it was so confusing to me because it's like.
But then we find out that was probably like a lie.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to that too. Right. So, I remember we were supposed to talk, and one thing about me, I wanted to talk and try to get it situated early as possible because it was still fresh, and I didn't want to prolong it because the longer it waited, the less significant it would have been. You feel me? So I was trying to get her to talk, like meet up and talk face to face like that whole week. But for some reason, she always had some type of excuse. Or she was saying, I remember one time specifically, she told me that I was getting off of work and I told her, like, she told me to call after I got off work, we can meet up at her house. So I was literally getting off work and you were there actually. I was taking you home that night too.
And you left the letter. Didn't you leave her a letter?
I'm getting to that too.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I gotta go get this drink. Hey guys, we know that this ended abruptly, but the video's a little too long, so I'm gonna cut it down in two pieces. The second part should be coming up right after this one. All right, thanks guys.